What's up, y'all? And what's it gonna be? You're rolling down live with your homie Davey and Mare.
Hi, guys. Sorry, I'm texting directions to an allergist appointment.
Oh, turn left.
Because my kid and husband are texting at the same time asking.
Interesting. So which way they're gonna turn?
Well, they're driving separately, and so I'm trying to explain that to a 16-year-old. But I believe she's there, and I said, Dad's on the way, so you're going to have to deal with it.
Okay, well, that's good.
Okay, let's get to the top of the show.
Solving problems on the road. The Mason family.
In real time.
Is our superheroes out there always doing something fabulous and, you know, like allergy appointments. Making sure the kids are not allergic to things.
She's like me, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Allergies out the wazoo.
Yeah, especially this time of year.
Yeah, well, the poor kids started getting welts all over their face.
No!
And that's where it got scary, because when they get around the eyes and the mouth, then it kind of freaks you out. So.
Well, you know what? People freaked out yesterday because we didn't have world famous Addie in studio. Yeah, I don't know if you saw comments yesterday, Boo, but people were like, "Where's our girl?" So, yeah, but shout out to Chastity, who was an incredible
Chastity did amazing. I watched, and she was awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Chastity.
Yeah, she did a great job.
It was good. And then, you know, but I guess, you know, there's some yuckies floating around out there because Chastity has a cold.
No.
She woke up with it today, so, and you've got the cold.
Well, I'm so sorry if I have anything to do with that.
You may be patient zero.
It might
We're
be
not
the
sure.
spores in the air.
Yeah. But good afternoon. It is time for Sunny in the afternoon. It's our Afternoon Delight.
Yes.
And this afternoon, like all afternoon shows, we've got Celebrity Tea. Is This News?
Pissed. And pop culture quiz, right? We also have Addie's Reddit rundown. She's going to unpack this. We're going to find out who the... actually, we don't know. We don't know what the segment's all about. So Addie's going to let us know. But you've got to stay connected to all things Sunny St. John's. Look, we even have an orchestra behind us. You got to text the word Sunny, S-U-N-N-Y, to 904-227-4422 so you can stay connected to all things Sunny in the Sunny Network.
That's right. You can head on over to the Gram, which changed.
Yes, it's Sunny TV Network. And then what is it, Facebook?
Sunny St. John's, one word. TikTok, sunny.st.johns.
Perfect.
So coming up this afternoon on Sunny Afternoon Delight, we've got Jessica Alba. Maybe has a new man.
Oh, interesting.
Brittany lit up mid-flight.
Lord have mercy.
Not her first time. Wow. Not her first time doing that. A Swiss cow got airlifted because...
I wasn't in Switzerland, so okay. This
it was
somebody
an
else. Okay.
avalanche zone.
Oh, wow.
And then we have, like we said, we've got a 1990s-inspired movie pop quiz.
I'm excited. And I'm also excited to get into all these stories, especially with Alba and her mystery guy. I'm excited to see that. Either it's a hot new romance or most aggressively choreographed paparazzi setup ever since Taylor and Tom low-keyed their way through Rhode Island. Remember that?
They were in London. I think Alba and her new beau, or maybe not new beau, were in London.
Really?
I think. So I
well,
think it was
a little
like
bit of it.
across the pond vibes. I don't know.
Like it.
And Britney Spears sparked up a cigarette on a private jet and claimed it was her first vodka moment after the plane was confusing.
Oh.
The plane was confusing.
So, same girl, yeah.
The plane
was
confusing.
Oh. Well, speaking of drama, Jesse is clearing out the air about an alleged affair with Vanderpump Villa's Marciano Brunette. But let's be honest, no one joins a reality show for peace. They always find chaos.
Honestly, if I wanted peace, I wouldn't be watching a show with the word villa or Vanderpump in it. I'm here for chaos and bad decisions and designer swimwear.
Well, this might be right up your alley. Interesting.
I don't know the Vanderpumps nor the Villas, and I know that they're all Real Housewife related.
Ish.
And adjacent,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
But
Spin-off.
and I think this comes in a show later this week, but there's a crossover event or situation between the Villas and the Mormon wives, right?
Yes.
And
right.
we're getting to that, I think, later this
What?
week. I
Yeah,
know.
we're crossing the streams.
I don't think you're supposed to do that, but
Well, it could happen.
They're getting so wild these
I
days.
know.
it is what I don't know if that's tomorrow's show or not, but when I was loading the show, I was like, wait a minute, what?
Stay tuned.
So stay tuned for that because that one is a doozy. And meanwhile, in Jacksonville, a 14-year-old was allegedly taken to a strip club by his dad
What?
and older brother.
Oh my gosh. And then
It's called Take Your...
No?
Not doing that joke.
We're not going to do it?
Nope.
Oh, Lordy. In Switzerland, a whole village was evacuated under a landslide threat, including a cow that had to be airlifted by a helicopter. That's one moving rescue.
Oh.
I'll show myself out, yeah.
And in the influencer boxing ring of bank accounts, Logan Paul is now reportedly worth more than his little bro, Jake.
Oh.
Wait,
Is that
Logan
news?
Paul is the older brother?
Yeah.
Oh. So the real winner is whoever's cashing the checks from Prime and pay-per-view streaming. This family,
The fighting.
whoa, what a doozy.
I mean,
they're a lot.
I don't know. It's contrived sometimes. It's money. It's moves. It's mildly illegal behavior. So basically a classic afternoon in 2025. Welcome to sunny Afternoon Delight. Let's get into it.
Okay, hold on. I got to pull this up.
It's Pop Culture Thunderdome.
All right, I have it now, but I'm trying to turn it so that Davey can't see.
That's
Although
fine.
you're going to know, if you don't know all of these,
I know.
I would be shocked.
I'm sure.
Addie, I'm interested to see how she's going to do.
Of course.
Have you seen a lot of 90s movies?
No.
So poorly. She's going to do poorly. Okay, let's see. Maybe
Wish
she's a
me
great
luck.
guesser. All right, but we're not going to answer until I read all of the, what's it called, multiple choices.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, that's new today.
Because it's multiple choice.
Okay.
All right. What 1994 film featured the line, "Life is like a box of chocolates"? Jerry Maguire, Forrest Gump, The Shawshank Redemption, or Sleepless in Seattle?
Forrest Gump.
You let her have that one right off the tape?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's going to
Okay.
give me a chance. He knows I need this.
I know.
You need
Everyone
that
in
in
the
your-
comments
She
knows
needs
this
a
is all
win.
that I have
This
going
is
on
all
for
that you
me.
have. One of the best movies. Did you see Forrest Gump, Addie?
Yes. Oh, I love Forrest Gump.
Okay.
It's such a, makes you think, really makes you think.
Were you a fan?
I was bored.
You were bored by Forrest Gump?
Yeah, I was just.
I watch documentaries for fun, though, so I might not be like. the
I'm a
best person.
documentary gal,
me too,
but
I
I
mean, not like salacious though. Yeah.
Yeah, I did like the Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
All right, which movie made "You Can't Handle the Truth" an iconic quote? Was it The Firm, A Few Good Men, L.A. Confidential, or Heat?
B.
Congratulations, A Few Good Men. That's a great answer.
Are you just
Addie.
giving her the answers
I
now?
want her to win. She needs a win.
She needs a win.
a
No,
win.
what's funny is I didn't know what was going on in time to change the camera so that the whole world didn't see that you were 100% holding the answer up for me.
Perfect.
So these are actually, I would say, The Firm is a good movie to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Another Tom Hanks, right?
Yeah.
He was The Firm.
Never heard of it.
A Few Good Men is
He was
good.
firm.
Never heard
He
of it.
was. He was back in the day.
I've never heard of any of these, actually.
You've never heard of L.A. Confidential? Was that a movie or
Yeah.
a show?
Oh my God, it's a great movie.
I'll
Old
have to-
Hollywood movie. Mulholland Drive kind of moment. Yeah.
Okay, because what was the other one? Oh, I'm thinking L.A. I'm thinking the TV show, the lawyer show, L.A.
Confidential.
No, L.A. No, never mind. It'll come to me later.
Okay,
Later
okay.
on when it's not needed anymore.
It's a lawyer show that.
There was a
happens in
lawyer
LA.
show, and it was like L.A. something, and it was in the 90s. But anyway.
What's the next one?
What is the name of the fictional
LA Law.
LA Law, there it was. It was a law show. It was in the 90s. It had LA in the title.
Ding, ding, ding,
LA
ding,
Law.
ding.
What is the name of the fictional band? Oh, this was a good movie too. In That Thing You Do. Ooh. Okay, it's the Wonders, the Dreamers, the Beats, or the Chords.
I don't know what that even means.
Oh.
Oh, A, The Wonders.
Okay. This is old. This is number 3, and this is getting old already. You've given her the answers every time.
Well, so far you're ahead. You're doing
Okay.
great. So A, the
It's
Wonders.
too much of a pity win, Davey. I can't handle
All right,
it.
fine.
All right, listen.
Here I go. I'm going to take the crown.
That was another good Tom Hanks movie. Did you like it?
I'm not a huge Tom
Oh,
Hanks
man.
fan. I'm not.
Uh-oh.
I feel like he's.
Wait, do you think he eats babies?
No.
Okay.
No, but I definitely think that he's definitely shops at Kirkland's. I mean, definitely.
Oh, wow. That was a low blow from the
Definitely.
morning show to the afternoon.
It's an all-rounder.
I mean, it needed to have a callback because,
Yeah.
really, Kirkland's art.
Everything, beige.
I know I'm not going to win here, so that's fine.
Bueller.
What was the name of the villain in The Silence of the Lambs?
This is a really tricky question, though. Careful here, Addie.
Who said it puts the lotion on its skin?
Careful here.
Is it Hannibal Lecter, Buffalo Bill, Norman Bates, or Dr. Chilton?
I thought it was A, Hannibal
It's wrong.
Lecter.
B,
No.
Buffalo Bill.
So Hannibal Lecter
Right.
was the serial killer who ate the people.
With fava beans and a nice Chianti.
But Buffalo Bill was the other serial killer
Yeah.
who they were using Hannibal Lecter to try and find in the movie.
Don't you remember the scene where he was like all
The
naked
butterfly?
and he was like,
Yeah.
I'd sleep with me. He said the F word.
Yeah.
I'd sleep with me.
Yeah,
it's
and he
coming
was
back to me a little
trying
bit.
to make a person coat of skin.
Yeah.
Okay. That was Buffalo Bill.
Okay.
Endearing.
It's all coming back to me now.
Endearing. Just a nice movie. Okay, sorry. Now the allergist office is texting me. In Clueless, Cher describes someone as full-on Monet.
Oh, I know this line by heart.
What does that mean? Is it A, rich and classy, B, looks good from far away but a mess close up, expensive but boring, or trendy but basic?
Take it away, Davey.
B, he's cute from afar but mess up close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Cute
that's
from
so
afar
true.
but far from cute. That's the line, yeah.
Yeah, cute. Yep, but far from cute. That's a Monet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a virgin that can't drive. I
Yeah.
love that line.
Yeah. What actor played both Batman and Bruce Wayne in Batman Forever?
Oh.
A, George Clooney, B, Val Kilmer, C, Michael Keaton, D, Christian Bale.
It's a hard one, actually.
Is it C?
I'm going to go B, Val Kilmer?
It is B. So you got confused because Michael Keaton was
Yeah.
the original Batman. Well, not the original.
Right.
That was
An elder statesman.
yeah.
Got it. Yep.
You know who I'm talking about, though. The first Batman.
Well, I wanted West or something.
I'm
Adam West.
Adam West.
Thank
yeah, I
you
was drawing
very
a blank.
much, David, for the save.
Yes, but Michael Keaton, when you talk about the 90s and they did the Batman the movie, that was Michael Keaton, which he's my favorite Batman. Do you have a favorite Batman?
I do. Who did I like? I thought Val Kilmer did a great job. Christian Bale, but people will debate me on that too. I thought he was good too.
Christian Bale was in a bunch of them. Val Kilmer was in a bunch of them, but I just love the original Michael Keaton. Did you watch any Batmans?
Oh, yeah. I've watched them all, but I was like young when I started watching them.
Poison
'cause
Ivy was
My
fabulous.
dad loves Batman, so we always went into the theaters.
Was he a Michael
saw
Keaton
them.
Batman fan?
That's the thing. I was so young that I don't remember,
You don't remember which one? Okay,
Yeah,
that's
so,
okay. That's
you
okay. We
know,
can ask him. We know your dad.
That's true. We'll have to ask
All right.
him.
In The Matrix, what color pill does Neo take? Is it the blue, the green, the red, or the white? Because remember, the pill meant
Blue?
something.
And I'm going to go green.
Guys, it was the red pill.
Oh, was it?
I knew it was
The
either
red
blue or red.
pill.
I
can't
forget what they
remember.
mean.
They had a blue and they had a red.
What do they mean again?
It was like you could forget everything and such, or you would have to go back in because it was about getting out of the Matrix or going into the Matrix or whatever. I don't know.
I just want the one that makes me fly.
Okay, that's a whole different thing.
Oh.
Angel dust. That was also big, I think, in the 90s.
Huge, yes.
Weren't they? Didn't they do those after-school specials where they would make people try to jump off the roof because they thought they could fly, and they were like, they're on the angel dust.
Oh my
You don't
gosh.
remember this
I
because
have
you
no
were born.
idea.
When were you born?
99.
99. So this was like what, like
Yeah.
10 years before you. But they would do.
Flocka.
They would do all of these after school specials and these Dare commercials,
Yes.
and they'd have these kids on the roof like, oh, I know I can fly. And it's like, no, Billy.
Yeah.
It's the angel dust.
It's true.
That's what it was.
hilarious.
And then they came out with Four Loco.
I
soon
think our
after.
next episode, we should start with just airing one of those.
We could
Oh,
do that.
we could find them. I'm sure they live out there. We would probably get dinged for not original content, but I could tell you that those scared us. Like literally.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day in the 80s and 90s.
We
All
could
right.
post on Threads. Threads is a wonderful platform for positive and influential behavior
There
out
you
there.
go.
Hashtag Threads for everybody.
This
Check us
guy
out on
and his
Threads on St.
Threads.
John's Threads.
Which 1997 movie features a famous ship, a big necklace, and a guy yelling, I'm the king of the world? Titanic, The Perfect Storm, Castaway, or Waterworld?
A.
Yep.
Oh,
A.
you said it so reluctantly. Did you not see the Titanic?
I did, but for some reason, I just don't remember that scene very good. Isn't that the one where he stands on the front of the boat?
I'm the king of the world.
Yeah.
I pictured it immediately,
Iconic.
and then I was like, but what if I just had too much doubt? I was like, what if I'm
Waterworld was a stinker.
You guys, I had the opportunity to interview Kevin Costner many years ago. And in the rules of interviewing
ask
him,
him
I
about
could not talk about Waterworld at all, like zero. If you did, the interview was over. It was crazy. It was
What is Waterworld, and why
it was
is that the
his
case?
like he funded this huge movie. It wasn't a bad movie, but it
It
just
was a
didn't
total
do it.
stinker.
Big stinker, yeah. And it was like a multi-billion gazillion dollar production, and it just was a big loss. For
It
him,
was
so.
his what's the right word?
Stinker.
Just when you have just an epic fail.
Oh.
Like your just most embarrassing moment situation. And he literally, that writer is in like all of his interview. Like to this day, you cannot ask the man about Waterworld.
Anything about Waterworld.
Do you know I'm interested? Because he left Yellowstone, right?
Yes.
Like they parted ways. He
Right.
left Yellowstone and now he's doing this whole big venture on his own about this whole other Western thing.
Right.
I'm wondering, is this Waterworld 2.0?
I don't know, but it's not doing.
Because Yellowstone is still hanging on, and they're going to have that Rip and Beth spinoff, and there's going to be
Right.
all of it. So I'm wondering, is this Waterworld 2.0?
It might be. It's
Might
a
be.
really good question, Mare. Honestly, yeah.
Because I mean, he's funding that one too, right? And then he got divorced.
Yeah. Oh,
And the whole thing.
big
Anyway.
divorce, messy.
All right. What's the name of the creepy ghost girl from The Ring? Is it Samara, Sabrina, Sarah, or Sadie?
Hey, Samara. Where are you gonna go? You gotta guess something.
C. Sarah.
It's Samara. And Davey loves scary movies, so I knew not only did he see this, but he was going to remember.
Yeah, that one freaked
What a
my
creeper.
Freak. That freaked my freak on that one. That was a scary movie.
What a creeper. Did you see The Ring, Addie?
No.
Oh,
Don't.
it's scary.
Don't. It's
so
super
good.
scary.
Really?
Yeah.
So in the year of your birth, 1999, this film ends with the line, you met me at a very strange time in my life. Is it A, American Beauty, B, The Sixth Sense, C, A Fight Club, or D, Magnolia?
C.
Oh.
I'm gonna go B, Sixth Sense.
It's Fight Club, C.
Oh, congratulations!
Did you actually see Fight Club?
No, but it's my dad used to have a poster of the Fight Club poster in his office, and like I think he just refers to it a lot. You know?
Does he have the one where Brad Pitt is shirtless?
No, it's a soap bar.
Girl.
Yeah, but there are a
saying.
lot of one-liners out of Fight Club.
I mean, Brad Pitt looked banging in that movie.
Really?
Yes.
What
I
happens
still
in
have
Throw
Fight
some
Club?
grease on my face and throw me up on the wall, honey. Yeah.
What happens in Fight Club
Brad
stays in Fight
Pitt.
Club.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go to one of our featured sponsors, which is Bin 39. If wine is your love language, Bin 39 is your perfect match.
Tucked inside the charming St. George Inn, this iconic wine bar, crafted by the legendary grape guru himself, Irving Cass, this is downtown St. Augustine's best-kept secret, with over 90 rare boutique wines by the glass.
Whether you're a seasoned sommelier or just a wine-curious lassie, Irving and his team make every pour approachable, memorable, and fabulous. They have an extraordinary live music lineup as well as an incredible team to make your moment magical.
No idea what to order? That's okay. Just say, I'll have what Irving's having. Check them out today at bin39.wine.
All right, Booze, let's throw it over to Addie for the Reddit rundown. Welcome back to studio.
Yay! I'm so happy to be back.
Good.
Even though I'm going out of town at the end of the week, so I'm so sorry, everyone, that I'm only going to be here for a little while.
Just today.
Just today. I might be able to be here tomorrow. We have some things to talk about.
Okay.
But
Oh.
there's an update apparently in my scheduling.
Oh, fabulous.
So
yes.
things just happen sometimes, guys. But we'll
The
go
wiki
over
will
that.
be
It shouldn't
watching.
Be too crazy of a change.
That sounds like a scary movie. The wiki is watching.
Oh man. Okay. So time for another round of Let's Unpack This. Today's story is from the subreddit Today I Effed Up.
Oh.
So today I effed up by thinking my boyfriend was cheating on me with men.
Oh.
So I went over to my boyfriend's place and he was hanging out and chatting with his roommates in the living room. So I went straight to his bedroom to chill while I waited. For context, I don't currently have a phone. So when I'm at his place, I usually use his to scroll or watch something.
Oh, Lord.
His phone was lying on the bed, unlocked. So I grabbed it to put something on. That's when I saw some pictures of naked men. At first I thought, oh, he watches gay porn. That's new. but okay, no judgment. But then I noticed green message bubbles on every photo, and that's when I realized it wasn't porn. It was a dating app for gay men. My heart sank. There were so many conversations. One of them was him telling some guy how much he enjoyed what they did last time and asking when he would come over again. I didn't want to confront him in front of his roommates. I just wanted to leave. So I closed the app and I went to open InDrive, a taxi app like Uber, and then I saw the home screen. It wasn't my boyfriend's phone. I didn't want to it wasn't my boyfriend's home screen. It wasn't even his phone. Turns out it was one of his roommate's phones. They must have left it in his room to charge using my boyfriend's charger. I had picked it up without even thinking twice. So yeah, I almost had a full-on emotional meltdown and ran out on my boyfriend over a phone that wasn't even his.
Wait, get your own phone.
I know. Isn't that the weirdest part of this
Get
story?
out of the phone.
Like, how do you even, what's going on that you don't have a phone and your thing is that you sit there and play on his phone? That's normal for you
weird.
guys? That
I
feels
don't
like
know.
a huge hole in the
Let's go to
story.
our married resident here. Phones in between couples. Like, how does this work? Like you and Dave. Like, how do you guys? I mean, obviously it doesn't matter.
I'm
like,
sorry. This one took me for a loop.
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay.
And I'm not sure why you even go to Reddit with this information because it wasn't the boyfriend's phone.
Right.
So like
Well, it's from the subreddit today, I effed up.
right, but
But
then
I guess she didn't really even.
she
F up.
didn't even because unless she went out and outed herself as the person who touched the phone that wasn't hers, that blah blah blah, like it just goes down, like the rabbit hole goes down and down. This is like today I wanted to have 5 minutes of fame on the internet in a subthread of Reddit is what this sounds like because it's weird. But reeling that in,
Well, there's some interesting things in this story to me.
Tell me.
What's going on with? So her boyfriend has a roommate, and that roommate's phone is in his room, and it's just like open to private texts. There's no locks
To Grindr?
on the phone. Like, why isn't who? First of all, do any of you guys not have locks
Grindr's
on your
yellow
phone?
bubble. This is a green bubble. I don't even know what.
I wonder if they're in a
is.
different country because of all these apps being different,
Yeah.
like InDrive instead of Uber
True.
and stuff like that.
oh yeah,
So
I
that
didn't even
could
pick
be
up on that.
part
That
of
could
it.
be,
Taxi
yeah,
app.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's so many weird holes in this to me. Like that's so weird. Where's
Literally.
your why
Yeah.
are all of your
Sorry, you walked into that.
literally where's your phone protection? Put a password on.
So as the married person here, I have a passcode. My husband has a passcode. We each know each other's passcodes. Nobody's trying to stay out of anybody's phone. We hilariously share an Instagram account because my husband just won't get one. So he goes into my Instagram, which is why my Instagram feed always has half naked women in golf on it and other sports. But that's because he spends time looking at half naked women and sports. But it's not like anybody's trying to hide anything because he uses my Instagram, right?
Yeah, well,
like,
you look at Donut Daddy.
oh, I do look at Donut Daddy. But the point is, we're open about it. Like you can
Yeah.
peruse
But
the
this is
Instagram and
interesting.
look
This
at
feels
XYZ.
like boundaries between like roommates and girlfriends that are all an interesting thing. So let me tell you what someone said in the comments. This
Okay,
is an interesting
okay.
comment. It's their TLDR, which means too long didn't read, but they're making a joke. So they're saying TLDR, she picked up her boyfriend's phone and thought her boyfriend might be sexting men.
Yeah.
Pointing
Yeah.
out that your boyfriend maybe is with your
With the
his
roommate.
The roommate.
Because
Yeah.
his phone is in his room.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too, but it's so weird that it's just unlocked and it's just sitting there.
That was weird too, and maybe that was a dopey moment. I mean, it would be one thing if she like did this repeatedly, and this is obviously a one and done kind of a situation. But I don't know.
I don't know. The whole thing is a bit weird.
Don't
Some
touch
other comments were, "OMG, that's such a mix-up. Glad you're okay."
I mean,
and someone
get
else
baby girl a
said,
phone, boo. Like,
"Really, for real?"
like get a jitterbug. I don't know what they
A
like.
jitterbug.
Senior citizens can have phones. I mean, just give her. Get
Okay, a
her something.
jitterbug doesn't even have a
something.
screen though. It's just one of those like beep boop beep boop beeps.
Well, got to start somewhere.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what you can afford, but you got to get something.
Something. I'm sure there's a grant somewhere.
A
And then the other-
grant.
so
Good
one
Lord.
other comment was, "You should tell him what happened and laugh together, unless he was one of the men the roommate was chatting with."
I think I would just go to the grave with this. I wouldn't even bring it up because that's really super sensitive, especially if
Yeah.
she saw nudies.
Yeah, it's like you literally just went into someone else's random phone and looked at what they're talking about with their friends. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's kinda
really
weird.
over the top.
Yeah.
I find the whole thing odd. The situation,
One
the
comment
scenario.
suggested that literally it was a weird comment. It just said, and this is me learning about Reddit as well. It said, "Wow, ChatGPT is really taking over Reddit these days." And I thought to myself, what?
I didn't think of that either.
Is there a chance that this is just a fake story and people do that to fish?
Really?
So I'm going to be vigilant about that in the future because I bet that does
they're supposed to have
happen.
an AI sticker, right?
Well, but that's what I'm saying is it wants to be a story, but it wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why
Because
I pointed that out,
like
'cause you said
it's not
that.
like and then my boyfriend walked in while I had the phone in my hand and then I had to be like I'm so sorry or
Right.
but like it was like it wanted to be.
I guess
a
maybe the
story.
reason they're like today I effed up is because of the part where it is super rude to go into some random other person's phone. So
Right.
like today I effed up because I looked into someone's phone that
But
I have
she
no
prefaced it
business
with
being on
I
there.
thought it was my boyfriend's.
Yeah.
So the whole thing to me was very weird and could it be Chat GPT?
I don't know.
I
It's
don't
a really
know.
good point.
We'll
I mean,
never
you go through my
know.
phone, all you're going to see is pictures of my feet.
Okay, I need you to stop opening shows that way by showing me your pedicured feet.
Go talk to HR, see what they say.
They said you're not
More
allowed to
feet.
show me pedicured pictures of your feet with boas around them.
More
Pretty.
feet.
No more feet, guys.
All right, well, I'll tell you of a place where they can take care of your feet. They do at Panache. If your skin needs a pick-me-up or your hair's feeling blah, it's time to treat yourself at Panache, located beachside in St. Augustine.
They've got everything from facials to blowouts, spa packages to the most relaxing massage packages of your life. Trust us, we've tried it all.
Panache is proud to align with Aveda's mission of ethical and sustainable business practices as well as its high fashion aesthetic. Go to getpanache.com and let's get with it, boo.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started
All right.
with Jessica Alba.
All right, here's you.
She was recently seen in London's Regent Park. That just sounds fancy. Does everything in London sound fancy?
Yes.
Okay,
Paddington Station.
there you
Yes.
go.
London Regent Park.
There you go. Sharing affectionate moments with an unidentified man,
Bow, bow.
signaling a new romantic chapter following her divorce from Cash Warren.
Yeah.
So, do we know why they got divorced? Because it was a 16-year marriage. So, I'm wondering.
Fact-checking.
I'm wondering if we know why they got divorced. But they like most people cited irreconcilable differences.
Right.
Divorced back in February,
Right.
and now March, April, May. Ooh, girl on the prowl.
Mm-hmm.
She's with some cheeky Londoner.
I think that's exciting for her then. A new chapter in her life, right?
That is exciting.
Yeah, she said she is very excited about her new journey of self-realization and transformation. This is a new chapter for me. She even got a tattoo reading life is transformation is life.
Well, that's probably a Japanese symbol or something.
I don't know what that means.
I love that you're trying to give her the benefit of the doubt with that one.
I'm
Wait.
trying, Alba. I'm trying to pull a Cash Warren's divorce.
Life is transformation is life.
That's
Life
hot.
is transformation is life.
Maybe it's a butterfly.
Life is are we missing
Life is transformation. What's the rest?
is life?
Is life.
Are we missing punctuation by chance?
Maybe a
Something's
comma?
got to be wrong.
Maybe Google Jessica Alba's tattoo. Life is transformation is life, and maybe I just copy and pasted wrong
I hope so because that's a
because I'm not
hilarious
understanding it.
Their divorce, they lost a spark.
Lost the spark.
Mm-hmm.
tattoo. Well,
The tattoo is on her inner forearm, spanning from her wrist to her elbow.
Okay.
All right, here is Alba in the chair.
What is-
Here it is. Yep. Oh my goodness. Can we make it bigger? Page 6. Here we go. Oh, a lot of ads. Yeah, life is transformation. It's a scribble. Yeah, it is exactly
It literally
how you wrote
says
it.
life
Yeah.
is transformation is life.
Transformation is life.
I don't get it.
That's kind of dopey, Alba.
I
I
don't
think
get
every
it.
day we should start with that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our.
Life is transformation is life.
I like it.
I just feel like there's a comma or something missing.
Everything about it's missing.
That's
Well,
okay.
there's not been an official statement from either party on Cash Warren versus Jessica Alba elaborating on the reasons of their divorce. Sources suggest that they simply grew apart and lost the spark. They need therapy.
Listen, that's okay. I mean, to each their own. You do you. Life is transformation is life. It all flows.
Yeah.
It all flows.
So who's this new beau?
They're not sure. They just
Oh.
called him unidentified male.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I don't know.
So she just went on Grindr and found a date. Good
Wait,
for her.
I thought that was for gay men.
It is, but you never
Okay.
know. Could be a gay man she's hanging out with.
All right.
I mean, all gay men, you know.
Yeah, that's fine. But I do wish you nothing but the best, Jessica Alba, in your transformation that is life.
Wow. All right. So Britney Spears sparked controversy by lighting a cigarette on a private flight. This is an interesting story, citing confusion over the plane's design and her first vodka experience. Oh, come on, Britney. After being met by authorities upon landing, she apologized but claimed a flight attendant aimed to embarrass her.
So she described feeling, quote, so smart after drinking vodka and believed the officials greeted her as support. I don't even know what this means.
Okay.
So smart. And then she expressed discomfort when the flight attendant was like, you can't smoke in here.
She also mentioned it was her first time drinking vodka, which contributed to her actions. One vodka.
What?
To someone who's obviously, yeah.
Wait, here's the best part. She claimed that she thought smoking was allowed on the plane because the plane's drink holder was on the outside of the seat. What does that even
Britney,
mean?
oh my God, this
She's
is a
like,
stretch.
clearly, your drink holder is to the right.
Yeah.
Which is an international sign you can smoke on a plane.
There's etiquette. Everyone knows it.
There's,
Okay.
but
this was a
the cup
private
holder on the
plane.
outside, you can smoke.
yeah, this was a private jet she had from Cabo San Lucas to LA.
Wow.
But my question is, so there used to be ashtrays on planes because you used to be able to smoke on a plane.
In like the 70s, I want to say?
Yeah, I think even into the 80s. And there was, because I know that, I mean, probably, like I have been on a plane that had the flap that came down for the ashtray.
Oh, right.
So those obviously have been gone since I would assume the 2000s moving up because like you need to get some new planes or whatever.
Yeah.
But at no point would Britney Spears probably have ever been on a plane that had an ashtray.
In 2000, the law was passed, just letting you know.
There you go. So I can't even imagine her getting onto this private jet and being like, well, clearly, because the drink holder is on the right side of the seat, I'm allowed to
Why is she
smoke.
smoking?
She
I didn't
smokes.
even know she did that.
Oh, yeah. Well, this was
My
her
first impression was that's kind of baller. I can picture her on the private jet being like, yes, bring me my martini.
Yeah, let me just have a, yeah.
But then I'm like, ew.
Right.
Also, I think she could have lived at some point where she smoked on planes because even though she may not have lived during that time period, we all know how private jet laws are like behind.
Right,
The
yeah.
lag.
Well,
The lag.
also, if it was her own private jet,
Right.
I guess maybe you're allowed to smoke
Yeah,
on it.
maybe
If you own
one.
it, and
Yeah.
maybe she had to sell some jets in the
Well, 'cause,
divorces.
you know, like
I don't know.
RJ's
question.
nephew Raul flies planes and stuff, so we go flying sometimes. Their plane still has, it's an old plane from the 70s, so it has all the things. And in theory, no one's going to tell us. I mean, it is literally against the law.
Is
But
it really?
no
oh,
one
yeah,
would
in
tell
2000,
us.
yeah, you can't do it anymore.
You
Yeah.
cannot
Anywhere,
do it.
private jet or anything.
Right.
Because it's been deemed just
Domestic
like unsafe.
flights were banned in 1990, but in 2000, a law was passed that prohibited smoking on all flights
So
within
even
the U.S.
rich
But it's really
private
just a
people.
matter of if you're getting caught or not is all I'm suggesting.
Right, and
Like,
so- No,
if
you're
got
not
enough
wrong.
Money, people are going to risk
Yeah,
it.
you're not wrong.
So
It's
Brittany
good.
is saying that this flight attendant was just trying to look for a little bit of clout here.
They wanted a story, and the story was Brittany lied about having her first ever vodka,
Yeah.
and that she thought you could smoke on a plane because the drink holder was on the right side
It
of the
is
seat.
a really silly story. I
It's
like
the
how funny
weirdest
it
thing,
is.
but I bet you it made sense to her.
Right.
Yeah, it made sense to Brittany.
Hey, Jessie Nagatara addresses allegations on this next story. She's the Jessie from The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, is embroiled in a cheating scandal with Vanderpump Villa's Marciano Brunette.
Which one is Jessie?
Jessie is the one that looks like everybody else.
But that's all right.
Yeah, I got
I
it,
need
Mormon.
a picture. So the alleged affair occurred during a girls' trip to Italy, where both shows had a crossover episode. I remember them
she's
talking
the older
about
one.
this.
She was on the couch. Remember? Oh, I don't know if you got there yet.
Wait a minute. That's Jessie?
That's Jessie. Yeah. Oh my pop-ups. There's that's Jessie.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
She's the one who in season 2 was working with the other wife to have the Chippendales reenactment.
Right, exactly. And this was a thing. Yep.
Yes.
You are right. Yes.
So she supposedly had an affair with who from the Pump?
Marciano Brunette. I'll pull up him.
Okay. So Jesse denies the extent of the affair, saying what he said was not accurate, but
Handsome.
admits people make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
He looks Italian.
What makes it an affair? They're both married or something?
They are.
Oh, snap.
And I mean, if you know anything about these Mormon wives, ladies, they do not give a F about rules and
I
regulations.
watched like season 1, I think, of this series. Is this the series where they got TikTok famous?
Yes.
because
Yeah,
blah,
Mom
blah,
Talk.
blah?
Mom talk.
Mom talk.
Yeah.
Oh,
And now there's dad talk.
the Utah moms.
Yeah. I mean, what are they just bored?
She does plan to address the situation further in upcoming episodes, promising vulnerability and openness.
Oh gosh.
Stop
If
it.
You have to promise it.
Stop it. But apparently the husband is very upset,
Yeah.
Jordan,
Uh-huh.
and it caused a rift in their marriage.
Oh my goodness.
But there was, so in the episode that I'm up to in season 2,
Mm-hmm.
they have Sinner Sunday where they will post on one of the Mormon wives' pages, they'll post anonymous confessions.
Yeah.
And there was an apparent anonymous confession that while this girls' trip was happening in Italy, and she was apparently having an affair with Marciano, the husband was back home having an affair with somebody else as well.
This is crazy.
So it's twisted.
Oh my goodness.
It's twisted. It's all sorts of
Plus,
twisted.
they've all used to sleep with all of each other's anyways.
Not
Didn't-
all of
didn't
them.
they have,
The
like, a thing?
swingers, there were swingers in the group, but apparently
Taylor.
that was Taylor. That was the new blonde girl that came in who ended up getting a divorce. Then the other one slept with that one. So, never mind. It's
I just
too
don't
much.
understand how
That
they
is
have
too
the
much.
time to play leapfrog.
Well, the only other thing they're doing, I think, is TikToking.
Wow.
So you can leapfrog, then
I thought
TikTok,
they were
then
supposed to be
leapfrog.
worshiping.
Well, that's what I said this morning on the morning show. I was
Right?
like, I don't understand why we're calling it Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
There ain't nothing secret
There's
about
no
it.
secret, and I don't think any of them actually go to temple.
You can spin them around on the Lazy Susan. They're so crazy.
There's this.
The only secret is that none of them have been to temple in years.
That's,
Or maybe it's the deodorant that they use. It's called Secret, and they didn't know what else to say. Yeah.
it's weird.
True
Yeah,
that.
weird. All right, so what's up next on the agenda?
Oh,
is this news?
is this news? This is where we give you a news story, and you tell us whether or not it's actually newsworthy.
Okay.
Close to home story today. A 14-year-old boy was allegedly brought to a Jacksonville strip club by his father and older brother, sparking an investigation by local authorities and raising serious questions about parental judgment and club security.
This is crazy.
A video surfaced showing a 14-year-old boy throwing money at a stripper at Passion's Gentleman Club
I haven't been there.
in Jacksonville.
I also
Passion.
have not been there.
Yeah.
I've not been
I
to
was
Passion's.
guessing it was going to be Wackos, but we all know Wackos is classier than this. They're not letting a 14-year-old in there.
They're
Wackos
not.
has great wings.
Yes, they do.
Is that where you go, like on a random?
I have been multiple times to the Wackos, and I enjoy it. My favorite thing, Meredith, is to sit there, and I'll position my seat right around the ATM machine. Oh, it is hysterical. You have the dancers that'll come out from the back room, and then the guy's all like super sloppy drunk, and she takes his hand, and he puts the ATM card in the machine, and he pushes the buttons. She says the amount, she puts it in her bra, and then they go in the back. It's like a conveyor belt.
If you want to experience like immersive reality TV drama or whatever, I don't know what to call it, but
Yes.
that's what I love about it. The people watching.
It is
oh,
so
the
fun.
people watching.
I had so much fun.
Do you bring your own sanitizer and things to clean?
I
before
put a
you-
trash can bag down over my
Okay.
seat, and I sat there. It was like that was perfect.
Well, the club denies any knowledge of a minor being present during the incident. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office Special Assault Unit is actively investigating the case.
Whoa.
Because you are not allowed to bring your 14-year-old into a strip club, even if it's a quote-unquote field trip.
Yeah, this isn't cool. The incident raises questions about parental responsibility, obviously, and club security protocols.
It's too much,
Yeah,
guys.
it looks like there's going to be a follow-up report
But
on
is
this,
it news?
I would say that could be news.
Yeah.
In the sense that don't do that, guys.
Yeah.
Wow, we're doing good this week with
It
the
is news
Yeah.
because you can't.
Can't do that.
It has to be illegal on multiple, like, varying fronts.
Yeah,
like,
it
not just the
can't do
fact that they
that.
illegally brought in a minor, but is that in some way, shape, or form because there's nakedness in there and the father is bringing in a minor to that has to bring in another
It's a whole
even
messy mess.
like
I think
it's
it was
messy.
a poor choice from the father. I mean, look, father and son's relationships are very, very different. I mean, I remember when
But 14?
I know. I had my first beer with my father. I still have the bottle cap to this day. It was a very memorable moment in my life. Yes, I was underage, allegedly.
Allegedly.
And, we shared that first beer, and I was maybe about that 14, 15 window. And he was like, don't let your mother smell that on your breath kind of moment. But I know it was like an important bonding thing with my dad. Hated the beer, and yeah, it was just a moment. So I'm just saying this dad probably made a really, really crappy judgment call in taking this 14-year-old to a strip joint. Put some hair on his chest. Oh, please. Yeah, stupid. I'm serious. That's stupid choice.
I'm not backing the choice of the Jacksonville dad by
Yeah.
any stretch, but it's also not shocking.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked.
Right.
So
what's up next?
next up we have Blatten,
Ew.
Switzerland. Authorities evacuated residents and livestock, including a poor injured cow, airlifted by helicopter due to the threat of a massive landslide because of unstable rock and glacier conditions.
Whoa, crazy.
Isn't this crazy?
Yeah, Swiss authorities evacuated approximately 300 people from Blatten in the Lochs Valley due to the landslide. That hairball there. Along residents, 190 sheep, 26 cows, and about 20 rabbits were evacuated.
Oh, the injured cow was named Lonnie and was airlifted to
Why they gotta name her
safety. The evacuation began as a preventative measure amid concerns over unstable rock and a glacier that apparently was going to go wet and wild.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Experts warn that falling rocks could trigger massive landslides, posing significant dangers to this teeny tiny little adorable Swiss village.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, it's great that they all got to safety.
Yeah,
I hope their town is still there.
true.
We don't
So
know if the landslide
animal
happened.
got to safety, or everyone in
300
town?
people plus
20 rabbits.
190 sheep, 1 cow, 26 cows, 1 injured cow named Lonnie,
Okay.
and 20 rabbits.
Wow. Yeah, is the village just completely destroyed?
We don't know. I don't know, but it was
Okay.
Sad Saturday.
Yesterday, on the 27th of May, the largest collapse to date occurred from the Front Glacier in
Oh, no,
Blatten,
it happened.
Switzerland. As a reminder, this is currently moving about 10 meters per day, resulting of the estimated 9 million tons of rock slide and debris happening over the
Sheesh.
town. So this is a major thing. Yeah.
I wish we hadn't have done that update because it is so sad.
Yeah,
That
it is
is a
sad. And
sad
now it's like
update.
it does make this is news
This is
because
definitely
Oh, it's
news.
news. And thankfully, those
Lonnie.
people and animals are safe.
yeah.
Yeah.
But good grief, their homes are probably gone. This is so sad.
Well, insurance.
And the landslide.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
how
just-
sad.
Good song, though. Lonnie, shout out to Lonnie. You made it, baby.
All right. So the Paul brothers' financial face-off intensifies as Logan Paul boasts a new net worth of $150 million, outpacing his stupid brother Jake Paul,
Here we
who has
go.
only $100 to $120 million.
Wow. Well, congratulations.
Yeah. So Jake Paul's net worth is now been stunted
Yeah.
by Logan.
Whoopie do.
He is the co-founder of Prime Hydration,
Oh, horrible.
and Jake's income streams mostly come from boxing matches
That's
now.
right. Yeah. He did the thing with the Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he did. He did the thing with the Mike Tyson. Yep. And apparently Logan earns around $5 million annually from his part-time WWE wrestling job.
Aw. Was he a parking attendant?
I'd love that the words part-time employment and $5 million are in the same sentence.
Yeah. Part-time.
Because how does that even work?
I want that part-time position.
Is
Yeah.
anyone hiring?
Yeah.
So yeah, what's your take on these? I mean, these are internet sensation dudes. I mean, have
They
either
were
one of you-
Viners too.
Yeah. Have
Yeah.
either one of you experienced any of their sensational
I
things?
saw them as internet goofballs, and then I was confused when suddenly he was a boxer.
Yeah, musclehead boxer,
or
right?
something. Yeah, I was like, wow, I really don't understand pop culture these
What
days. This is
happened?
how I felt when all that went down.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, why is this in the news? It's about how two brothers are mad about how the other one's making money and it's making the other one make less money, or.
So I did a little bit more research on this one because it kind of brought me down a different rabbit hole where it was talking about the various creators that are of this age group and what they're worth. So they were talking about like Kylie Jenner and the Kardashians weren't really involved in it because they're older than the Jenner sisters. But there was like the Kylie Jenners, the other ones that are Hailey Bieber and her makeup line, and Selena Gomez and, her, fame and fortune and all of this. But
Davey Hartzell, I know.
But what it makes me wonder is all of these individuals who have amassed this wealth, which honestly, it would be difficult to spend. Right? Like it would be difficult to spend this amount of money because compound interest and things and whatever and blah, blah, blah and investments. I don't know. But but Justin Bieber did it. We talked about this story where he ended up having to sell his music catalog.
20 million.
Well, yeah, the bigger the stakes, the bigger.
Million.
Right?
So,
I mean, there's all kinds of back and forth about it too. There's bigger stakes.
I guess we've not only entered, but we're living in this space where talent isn't necessarily what makes you rich. It's who you know, or
I think it's always maybe been a balance of that, right? Like it's talent and who you know and your ability to harness opportunity. And like Kylie Jenner is an interesting one because it's who she knows for sure. She was born into this success to such an extent, but also she's a unique bird in that she created something that made her money beyond even all of her siblings.
Her own empire, her own universe.
Empire. And so I don't know what you want to that's a mixture of things. That's because of something she brought to the table mixed with how she was raised, mixed with who she was raised by and who she knows. But
absolutely.
It's interesting to see
Mr. Beast.
What can you do when you have that mix of things?
Another one, Mr. Beast.
Yeah, Mr. Beast is an interesting one. I mean, like he's really business savvy if you think about it. He partners with Ruby Tuesday to have Mr. Beast burgers.
Freaking pop-up kitchen. They're terrible, first of all.
They are terrible, but he's smart to do it. It's a really smart idea. You can't
$30. Brian asked for his burger for his birthday. Dave drove to a Red Robin.
I was going to say the reason it's brilliant is because what is any parent going to do for their kid? They'll do anything on their birthday, and Mr. Beast sells his personality and then turns it into a burger that you can buy.
I got news for you.
Is it a mystery burger? Like, do you know what's on it?
No, it's just exciting
out of a ghost
his name
kitchen.
Is on it.
And it comes in a Mr. Beast burger box and da-da-da-da-da. And Dave drove all the way up to, where is the Red Robin? It's in Town Center, right?
Yeah.
So he drives all the way up to Town Center to get him the Mr. Beast burger.
It, just so you know. DoorDash.
We don't DoorDash, but yeah. So he did this, $30. Brian sat in the parking lot with it and apparently said, it's the worst burger I've ever had.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that they are not very good, but the audience that I've known for that burger is 6 to 10-year-olds that are just, they don't even care what they're eating. They
this was a couple of years ago when it was super popular. So he was maybe 12.
Bar. Right? The chocolate bars. You guys know about those?
No, I don't want to know.
At the grocery store, there's Mr. Beast chocolate bars. So what I mean by business savvy is he's just making the most out of his brand. He's very entrepreneurial.
Yeah, and I think we're well into this generation of people who we go, what is their talent? What do they do? And it doesn't, I mean, they're just super wealthy, super famous. And we sit here jealous behind the desk of the Afternoon Delight. Yeah. I have no Beast money.
Somebody might have some feelings they need to work out over there.
You know why I don't like Mr. Beast?
Why?
Because he blows things up. I don't understand the waste
like Lamborghini.
of like blowing up these the waste.
Like he wastes stuff, but also like he puts people through like emotional turmoil.
Those handhold touch things where they to me that I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not nice.
I don't personally like Mr. Beast. I don't want anyone to walk away from this thinking I like him, just so you guys know. But I do think, the way these people these days.
You're not wrong. I hate
the business side of it, and they just run with it.
I hate the Kardashians, but you can't argue with the success of the empires that have been built. I just don't align, obviously, with their values.
Right. Me neither.
Which is my own. And Davey's asleep.
I used to love the Kardashians.
I love their values.
I love their values.
I feel like they're amazing. Shout out Chloe. Hey girl. Hey girl. So let's segue into the greatest sector of this show, which is Smash, Marry, Ghost. This
Everybody's
is a
fave.
big celebration of this segment. Wonder who came up with it. It's amazing.
Everybody's fave.
All right, Addie, take it away.
Okay. All right. Let me get situated over here.
Okie
So
dokie.
today we have.
What was that?
I know yesterday was interesting.
Yesterday was really interesting. I felt bad I wasn't here because I had a whole plan for that. But
Oh.
and technically it was supposed to be like, tycoons, but like one being a fictional character was to lighten the mood.
Oh yeah, Mitch Medovich.
The today's though is Disney Daddies.
Oh. Weird and gross.
Fun and creepy.
It is.
So your childhood favorites are now your grown-up moral dilemmas.
Ow. Yikes,
We
Addie.
have King Triton, the jacked merman dad who's part Poseidon and part helicopter parent.
I already know where Davey's going.
We have Mufasa, the regal, wise, and technically dead, but still hotter than most living dads. And we have Beast, post-transformation. Lost all edge once he stopped being hairy and angry.
Wait.
Sorry.
He doesn't have kids.
It's still daddy.
Yeah,
You can still be a daddy
Oh
if you...
yeah, it's a vibe. Yes.
Being a daddy has
Nothing to do with kids.
So what
it has
is
everything to
there-
do about like a
way-
seasoned part in your life.
The way I use the phrase daddy is like if I would like to make you a daddy.
Yeah.
Oh, go to your room.
But it's the truth.
Go to your room
It's the truth.
and you pray for your sins out away.
It's the truth though.
Away. Away you go.
I knew I was gonna get in trouble for that one.
Away you go to your room to pray the sins away.
Oh my gosh, you sound like the mom from Carrie.
Oh my gosh.
Go in the closet. All right, so
Go
what
in the closet.
is your first pick or your picks here?
Am I going first?
Oh yeah.
Okay. This is a tough one for me, and this is going to sound so random and weird. I don't like long hair on men.
Oh.
All three, well, the two men and the one animal that we're talking about mating with now. I'm not a fan of beast mode, post beast glow up.
Okay.
I guess I'm going to smash Mufasa.
Wow. Bestiality. Okay.
Okay, you can't say that. These are my choices.
All right. All right. Yep. Oof.
I'm gonna marry King Triton
Okay.
because he does get very stern in the movie, and I think I want to be yelled at a little bit by him.
He's a sweet, sweet father of Ariel, isn't he?
Yeah,
A stern,
and then
stern
I'm gonna
father.
ghost the beast glow up situation.
Wow. I'm shocked at that answer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing?
I am definitely going to ghost Mufasa. I am definitely going to smash Beast, and I'm going to marry King Triton.
Well, I already married him
Well, I mean, on the weekends, maybe?
on the weekends.
Yeah, and I gotta break it to you.
Sister,
I'm
brother,
going, I'm
wives.
going with Davey's answer. I like it. I like
Yeah.
it. I'm the right there with you. So we're gonna have to split this guy 3 ways if we're all marrying him.
We're
okay?
all marrying King Triton.
Second day in the row.
Listen, he's a real daddy, isn't he?
Well, this was a big thing. Was it a couple of weeks or months ago on the TikTok and the Instagram? Everybody was fawning over King Triton.
Yeah.
It was very odd. It was a trend thing. I'm
was a
telling you,
trend.
it was
I saw
it was
that.
there because I was like, why is everybody talking about how hard they want to smash King Triton?
Guys, tell us in the comments who you'd smash, who you'd marry, and who.
Are
you'd
there other
ghost.
Disney daddies you would entertain? I guess is the question. But remember, most Disney daddies are dead.
Not
The
King
parents-
Triton. He's still wet and wild down there.
But the mom's dead.
True.
The basis, the origin story of most Disney movies,
Yeah.
the parents are dead.
oh,
Think about it.
Yeah.
Frozen, dead.
dead.
In Beauty and the Beast, mom is dead.
Anastasia, dead.
Dead.
That's a good point.
They're all
But
dead.
Also, we're all talking about fictional characters, so we can just pretend they're alive.
Is that how it works? You just go like this and you pretend?
And they just pretend.
Boom.
King
Oh,
Triton.
I mean, Triton he was alive, right? But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, if you look back to the beginnings of most of these Disney movies, the parents are either both or one of them is dead.
Who's
True.
your favorite who would be literally if you could pick any Disney daddy, so to speak?
I guess I'm going Triton. I'm going to go King Triton.
I like the guy from Tangled.
I don't know that
What's
one.
his name? You know, it's Tangled
Oh,
is Rapunzel, but the modern one.
Oh.
Yes.
Finn, I think is his name.
Finn, what was his last name? Finn
McCool?
McCool. No, that's a bar down the street. Finn. Yeah, but he's the voice Ryder. Flynn Rider.
Oh my goodness.
Flynn Rider. Because he's
I like
the
him because he's a
actor's
little
voice.
bit of a bad boy and he's cute.
He was Chuck from the TV show.
From Gossip Girl? No.
Who's the voice of Flynn Rider? We're going to end on this note. Who's the voice of Flynn Rider? I feel like it was that.
Eugene Fitzherbert, better known as Flynn Rider. No.
But he...
Voice.
Flynn Rider.
Zachary Levi.
Was he Chuck from the movie, the show Chuck?
Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure.
What else was he in? Was he in Chuck? I just need to know if he was in Chuck. And then I can let it die.
Levi, and he was in Chuck.
Ah, there it is.
Perfect.
I'm very good at that game,
would
but
think-
never like what it actually is.
Yeah.
I'm always just like, he was in that thing.
Yeah.
It was such and such. And then I'm like, I was right.
Yeah, he was also in Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
I would pick Quasimodo because you
What?
know he can like a champion.
I don't even know who
Why?
that is. I got to Google that
Oh,
one.
he's like,
Quasimodo?
yeah, the
Yeah, I'll look
Hunchback of
him up.
Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Why do
You
you
know he's a freak. If he got his own tower, he by himself. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Get
We
it,
can
Daddy.
never watch Disney movies the same way again.
Slap me and call me Susan.
Okay, Susan. You're going to want to text the word Sunny to 904-227-4422 so you can stay connected to all things Sunny Network.
Oh my goodness. And we've got to give a big shout out to all the great sponsors that make this show possible. We're so honored and proud that you are aligned with the Sunny Network. Who's on the top of that list?
We got STA Lab.
And we also got Bin 39 and Panache. All right, Sunny. So set your alarms tomorrow, 8 a.m. We will see you bright and early for Sunny in the morning. Have an amazing rest of the day.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, boo.